la la. Let's go diving. Ooh la la la. Craig Metrowich, VideoCelebrityNews.com. And for the first time ever, I didn't have to worry about the background being the scenery, because I've got with me a celebrity, a Hollywood star, a localese lacquer, an actress, an athlete, and a free diver, which I don't know too much about until today. Introducing, that's the hot person next to me, Tanya Van Graan.
Thank you so much for that intro.
And listen, I try to be on my best behavior till this point. Now we can just go wild. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Give us a thumbs up if you love what you're seeing. Thank you. Let's go straight into the interview. Here's my first amazing question. What a day, yes or no?
Amazing day. We are very lucky.
Listen, my religious level is at a new level, because I prayed for this day just for us. Because there's no point having this interview, but we can't have it on the water.
Yep.
And a shout out to Adrenalize, for allowing us to come back out here.
Yes.
And to Jacques. Jacques, let's get you in the background here. Look, he feels very left out. He said, Craig, he doesn't like to share any of his friends with me, but this time is an exception.
We can never get rid of him.
Okay, let's talk about the subject for this session is local is lacquer. What do you see fantastic about Cape Town, South Africa? And let's focus on this thing called freediving versus your acting career. I mean, what is amazing about Cape Town, apart from the surroundings?
Other than what we're seeing, me and Jacques grew up in the bush, so this is completely different for me.
So you both escaped out of the bush.
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
Exactly. So that's why we're so passionate about the ocean. But Cape Town has everything. We have ocean, we have mountains.
Hollywood stars, yes.
Yeah.
Local lacquer people.
We really do have everything. That's why the film industry is quite big in Cape Town as well. That's why I'm able to work here. And we're just so blessed to be able to have all these amazing things.
So shout out, I see Dave Cox is on here, Carla, thanks as well. And if you want to send us questions, you can. We're going to do an uncut, unedited, high definition recording after this intro. And then we hope to also see maybe some seals, maybe dolphins on the way. And you're going to see that this evening after 5 o'clock on VideoCelebrityNews.com. So this is purely the intro. Let's ask you, out of all your travels in the world, what was one of the most challenging experiences you had? Let's go back to the free diving.
Right.
Craig, we went for a dive and we had a monster shark surround us. Tell me, what was one of the biggest challenges you had?
Well, I've never really had one of those challenges. I think it's all about, that's what I love about free diving, is about knowing your limits.
Right.
For me, what makes me so excited about free diving, and like in life normally, we get accustomed to be goal driven. Everything is about success and about reaching the next high, and we never actually get to stop and smell the salt air or the roses, whatever.
Well, you know something I told you earlier on, I said to Jacques off the line, I said, now Jacques, there's a problem. How do we top my previous experience, okay? And he said, don't worry, I've got something for you. And that something for you to top it was meeting you live, apart from virtual, online, and aspiring to meet somebody like you. But I can see why the two of you also get along, because he's a bit wild, you're a bit wild. I didn't expect that of you.
I grew in the bush. The things you see, the careers we do, that's just a part of what we do.
Yeah.
It's not who we are. It's just what we love. And this is something I'm passionate about. People ask, why do you do freediving and why you don't share so much about your work? You share more about this. It's because this is what keeps me sane. This is what kind of balances life out, right?
Correct.
So that layer about work always, most people go, what are you busy with? What film are you doing? And then I would say, and then they go, what's the next thing? And I go, life doesn't work like that, So in free diving, it's really about listening to your body, listening at, knowing your limits on that day kind
Correct.
of thing, and about really, it's not about depth or how long you hold your breath. And that's why everybody can do this. It's hard to say it's a sport, but it is a sport, but it's more about enjoying what you have.
What I love is just in part of your prep, when we're going to do the actual recording in the water, I thought we're going to have this, a lot of equipment would be my expectation, right? Because if you do like the sports I've done, I windsurf, if you do kiting, kiting's cool because it's minimal as far as how much kit you need. Right. Surfing's lovely, and stand-up paddling, by the way, for anybody watching, you all got to try that, because it doesn't care about your fitness level, you can have fun. Yeah. What I'm impressed of is it doesn't take a lot of equipment.
No.
So my question is, doesn't look like a very expensive sport, apart from you need to get out to your zone. Am I right?
That's the beautiful thing about free diving. The free is about the freedom. I'm also starting with my scuba diving, but there's a lot more prep with scuba, a lot of things you have to check. Free diving, really your responsibility is about being calm, knowing your body, like knowing there's a few things that you have to do, not eat in the morning, and about breathing and that kind of thing. But really, it's about getting on the boat, checking the minimal things that you have to do, and getting in there. And that's the beautiful thing about it.
Okay, so for all the viewers, this is the first interview where I can't look at a person in the eyes while I'm interviewing them. Because the eyes, put your cap up. I won't even come closer. I want everybody to see. Okay, you wear glasses when you vlog, but if you've got eyes like mine versus hers, these are my eyes. Okay, let's get you into here. I want everybody to see how beautiful your eyes are, because that's a gift from God, by the way. You didn't actually, you can't do much about that, eh? Next question.
Yes.
They're talking about the freediving and sport and activity. Has it helped you in your movie career? Because, spiritually you're in tune with nature. So if somebody said to you, listen, this movie coming up, we'd like you to do a scene when you might have to hold your breath, you might be in a claustrophobic environment, I'm sure you're going to cope, am I right?
I've always, even growing up in the bush, I've always been a water baby. I'm always at the bottom of the pool, and I played underwater hockey when I was in school and that kind of thing. So it came naturally for me to want to be able to hold my breath. But a lot of times in my career, that already taught me I did a lot of commercials underwater, and I've done a lot of stuff where, in my career, to be able to stay calm in a situation where it's made difficult. But
correct.
I kind of said this is the time to start doing freediving, because there was a film and it was supposed to freedive, and I didn't get the role, but it wasn't about that. That was just
they lost out. I don't know what film was. No, you guys lost out. I mean, hello.
No, but the idea was just going. It's one thing just to say to a producer or director, yes, I can freedive or I can hold my breath. But if you're certified, and I'm certified, Patty.
Yes.
A freediver, it says she actually did,
Yeah, in actual fact, you're serious about it. It's not like you want to get the role, you're so desperate, you're prepared to say pretty much anything to get the role.
Exactly, so it does add to my career as well.
More shout outs, Willem Skippers. Now that's the guy that loves the water. I know him personally, and he's wild. If you ever want to watch a guy on a jet ski jumping ridiculous heights, it's him, by the way. I just want to emphasize the difference between Cape Town and the rest of the world. What's different here, what you're going to do later and share with us, is the water's cold here. I mean, this is not the Caribbean or the Bahamas. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely not.
So what are the challenges around that? Like, I'll give you an example. By the way, the top off situation wasn't my request, okay? No, it wasn't. Be real. No. Okay? What we discussed is, you said to me, Craig, no, listen, I don't want to be overdressed. I'm quite overdressed because I don't want to get cold. She said, no. Because we're going to go in the water later, I want to naturally acclimatize to the water temperature.
Right.
So, tell us about that.
So look, it's very important in freediving to keep to be warm and not get cold, because as soon as you get cold, then you're using a lot of energy. So I should be actually keeping my more warmer now, right now. But once we go down, as soon as you get cold, you get out, because the idea is to be able to have breath hold, and losing energy is
and also probably to have some fun while you're doing it. You get to a point where, hang on, this is not a fun experience anymore. This becomes an extreme experience.
Well, then it becomes dangerous. The thing is about being cold is not being uncomfortable. Okay. If I'm at the bottom and I see an amazing seal or something at the bottom, and I go, oh no, I'm fine. It's not mind over matter. It really is about the body. It's got its own thing. That's why the honesty with yourself and your body. Sometimes you got to turn around when you think you're fine, because if you black out, if something happens to you, I put my body in danger as well.
Correct.
He has to come get me. So that's the thing about being honest, because the ocean. Yeah,
the ocean, that's what I saying. Let's go back to my extreme sports experience, and Jacques will also tell you from the big wave, if you're doing big wave anything, the second you think that you have got this in control, Mother Nature is going to give you a nice hiding and hold you under the water longer than you expect. Right. So I've also learned, me being a young 52-year-old next to a young 21-year-old, okay, I know your husband will love that part, I hope he's watching, is on a serious note, you've got to get respect for the fact that although we are individually powerful in our own way, with Mother Nature, if you lose respect for it, it can punish you in a bad way. Absolutely. So what about hypothermia? So that's what's coming to my mind now. Is hypothermia something to think about?
Absolutely.
And how do you manage that? The discipline of managing it?
Hopefully you'll never get to the point of having to deal with hypothermia, but that's why the thing is you have to understand the steps.
So my 5-year-old daughter, Gila, if you're watching this, when your lips are blue, daddy means come out of the water. Are you listening to the superstar here?
Yeah, no, you got to listen to your body. The thing is, core temperature takes 24 hours to get it back, so you don't get out and stay in the sun and get back in again. You turn around, so it's quite serious to remain. That's why you wear good wetsuits and okay, well, let me just show a little bit of that. So let's get up,
Ernest Walker, thanks for watching. Dirk Ulefie, thanks for watching.
Well, I also have to wear a hoodie as well. A hoodie that's 5 mil that goes over and then that. And even if it's a warm day in Cape Town and you think the water's warm, you will remain wearing a wetsuit.
Okay, so let's move a little bit there. I want to get the water in the background, the mountain in the background. You can just follow me. I'll keep us in frame. I don't want to lose signal. Just give us all a thumbs up that the signal's fine. That's the thing with live. Right. Okay, so I want to just scan you. I'm going to scan it for everybody. Your husband will love this. He doesn't mind. Luckily, you can see what we're up to. Lots of thumbs up. So I just want to scan you slightly. Don't worry about that. We're getting lots of thumbs up suddenly, by the way. Okay, we're scanning the gear, by the way. I don't know what they all think we're scanning. There we go.
I'm not sure.
Let's talk about your bio because it's relevant. How the heck did it feel winning FHM what? I don't want to say it. You tell us.
That was,
what did you win?
10 years ago.
I know, but you still look phenomenal.
Thank you.
You don't look, I mean, you still look phenomenal. I did some of the research, by the way, as the best part of this job.
I blame
and
you.
on a serious note, you look phenomenal. You don't look much older.
Thank you.
Whoa, Tanya, you're supposed to say, Craig, you also look good.
Thank you, Craig. I also Googled you. Couldn't find much, but that's a good
Okay, so let's get serious about that. How did it feel to win such a prestigious or be involved with it? Or what were the accolades? Tell us about that.
Back then, it was being voted the sexiest woman. I think back then the people got to know you and you know that you get profiled and people follow you, and it's like anything today. But I'm not somebody that likes, or not likes, but can deal with a lot of compliments. But it was a great compliment and it was a great time in my life. And the thing is, after that, people only thought that I was a model. I've always been an actress. I train. I work more than as a model even. And so yeah, with the good comes the bad. But it was a great experience and it was a great compliment.
Excellent. So you're very honoured, and so am I. Jake is online, Montedown, and Jake is the world champion, local guy. Local is lekker. He's a local guy and he's a world champion for jet ski.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm glad he's also, he loves water as well. You want to try it? Jake, the lady wants to try it, eh? You know they say, you look after your buddies. Here's an interesting statement as well around sport and what I call healthy addiction. So part of videocelebritynews.com is about the good news, right? We know there's reality out there, the challenges. I'm not denying that. But it's about sharing inspiration. It's about sharing good news. It's about uplifting people. So my point is this a healthy addiction, the free diving, being out on the ocean? Do you see it as a healthy addiction?
You know what it is? I think a lot of people will see free diving and they go, I could never do that. Or even with normal diving, just getting in the ocean, snorkeling, it's overwhelming. I'm not from the ocean. I respect it. I still have a lot to learn from it. But I believe that you have to kind of conquer your fears. You don't know unless you learn how to conquer it, right? I also had to learn how to do something. Just because I can do it, you know, doesn't mean I could always have done it. So I believe people need to push themselves a little bit more, because if you can kind of gain your confidence in that, I think you will be able to use it in the world. But this is also a very healthy one, meaning it's you've got the ocean at your doorstep.
All right, so let's do it. Here's the good news, Jake. This is why I love vlogging. He says, I'll take her for a spin, okay? And he's got kids. He's happily married. You're happily married. And I'm so stoked that he already shouted out and committed. Right, so let's do a little walk around. We don't want to get Jacques too much in this, because otherwise he is going to be really jealous. Jacques, let's get Jacques in. Jacques, thanks again, man, for making this possible. You're a good oak. You're a good oak. That's adrenalized. Can I see? Yeah, he's waving. He said he's going to actually photobomb us the whole time. Right, let's turn a little bit. There we go. We're slightly out of light. Stuart's also on. Stuart's a little on. Okay, if you can just come back again.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. That's it.
Like a dance.
Full 360, slowly around. Okay, we're almost back to where we started. I hope I haven't hooked up on anything. That's the fun of this. Right, all uncut, unedited, raw. One or two more questions, and then we're going to wrap up, and we're going to go see you in the water, which is going to be amazing.
That's the best.
And we'll share that footage later.
Awesome.
Okay, question. In your life's journey, I want the lowest point of your life. That's it. And then I'm going to ask you the flip side of that. So don't worry, we're not going to finish on a low. What was like the lowest point? Okay, I'll tell you my lowest point.
Okay, you go.
Being diagnosed with a skull tumor, okay, which I didn't expect, and being told that if you don't have the op by Friday, you're gone.
Wow.
That was the lowest point of my life.
Cool.
Okay. The high of that was, because of that, I found a crystal clear purpose in life.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's share with the audience what would be one of your, not a private low, a low that we can all learn from, that you got through.
I think it's from where let's say where I grew up. I was far away from what I thought I wanted to do one day in life, and I think for me, like you say, I also see like you see it, when you are so far removed from the possibilities and you feel and you look down, you go, I could never become that. It's the choice that you make going, because of this I'll be able to work harder and I'll be able to make it one day. And that's the thing, it's like your negative becomes your positive, and I was able to do that a few times.
So that's where you and I have a very strong energy connection, because what happens is you can't be authentic as far as your energy unless you've had massive, huge, monster lows and mega highs, like the chopper you can hear in the background, which I won't show just in case of signal. But am I right to say that your charisma is basically, it's like a rough diamond?
Right.
It really gets polished in those tough times.
I think humility comes with those times, and I believe there's no great shifts without rocking the boat, you know. And I think if you embrace it, if you're willing to be uncomfortable, like with the sport, that's what I love, is about that pressure, you know. You got to go, you have to,
when you go in the water, the pressure's there.
You allow the pressure. When you start changing your words and you start saying, I'm allowing it in and I'm embracing it and seeing the beautiful thing about it, you're able to conquer.
Okay, so then wrap up is this. So what would be the high, you know, to date? I'm sure you've had many highs, and link it back to what we're doing now. We're outdoors, we're by the ocean, and I really, so what would be a total high? Total high. Yeah.
My goodness.
And it doesn't have to be, not linked to your career.
No.
To what we're doing today, sharing the freediving experience.
For me, it's about if I'm able to show other people what I'm doing, about going down, seeing something incredible, and getting one person excited about just doing something different, and then maybe it's the ripple effect thing that excites me, and just
Correct.
sharing the purpose.
You know, and that's the other thing, is I always said, if we get millions of subscribers and millions of views, that would be quite cool for your ego. But if we manage to change 100 people's lives worldwide, that they found hope, that they're inspired,
Exactly.
you know, that they feel that life is meaningful,
Right.
then we've achieved our purpose.
Absolutely, and we're on the ocean. A lot of people say with conservation and that kind of thing, you know, save the oceans, but they can't see it. So I say, let's get more witnesses out there, because sometimes it's a big, you know, a crime scene out there sometimes, and you can't make somebody feel empathy if they can't see it. So we've got to train people up, you teach them how to swim, and then you teach them how to dive.
So this is Craig Metrowich for Video Celebrity News with the beautiful, stunning, amazing and super smart, I know that now by the way,
Thank you.
and she's super witty, Trevor Noah. If you ever need a witty person on stage, I never knew she had a phenomenal sense of humor, now that I've got to know a little bit better. En ons gaan 'n bietjie Afrikaans to wrap up. Ek wil net sê, van my kant af, ek net sê baie dankie. Dit vir my is 'n haai in my lewe. Ek moet sê, dis net my dogtertjie wat vir my is, she's a bigger high in my life, I would admit that.
That's good.
So ek sê dankie, and we're gonna share the light, share the hope, share the good news, share the love.